¿Qué pasa, cachorros? Continuamos con Back to the Future. Estamos en la expo científica y voy a intentar conseguir que Edna hable para poder sacar algo.
As long as Edna's got clout, Emmett's booth is gonna stay closed. What's it gonna take to get her to lose her?
Exacto, necesitamos que pierda influencia sobre la policía para que puedan abrir el expositor de Emmett y pueda exponer su... ¡Tada! ¿Qué pasa? No pasa nada. Perfecto. Bien, y ahora la cosa es que tenemos eso en sacarle... Dios, no para de hablar. Me hizo muchísima gracia cuando el policía me dijo: sí, me gustaría estar en silencio un momento. La tía es realmente pesada. Vamos a ver si puedo sacar un poco de información por aquí. Porque este tío, sujeto Steve...
Sure thing, mister. Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them. Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Ah, Dios. Qué tío. Tartas de alga.
How about an algae cake?
One algae cake coming right ahead. Hey, wait a minute. It's you! Forget it, mister.
Forget it, mister. Vale, vamos a hablar aquí con Arthur.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Have you seen Emmett? He isn't at his booth.
Odd. Well, he hasn't left the hall. I would have seen him. I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last-minute turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point. Is there anything you could do to get Emmett's booth reopened?
I am afraid not. This may be a wondrous land of tomorrow, but it's still within the jurisdiction of the Hill Valley Police Force. Maybe you should talk to Officer Parker.
He says there's nothing he can do as long as Edna's got clout in Hill Valley.
She does have that.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Sí.
Is there anything you could do to get Emmett's booth I am of
Vale,
the Hill...
ok, la segunda pregunta.
You sure you can't just push Emmett's slot back a little?
I could eliminate it altogether. Would that work for you? What?
I was just remembering a time when you refused to take me to the zoo.
Huh?
Nothing. See you around.
Cargar con información. Esta mujer espera. Quizá por el teléfono podríamos sacarle algo. Vamos a intentar hablar con ella de nuevo, ya que es importante esto. Otro ticket. Que sí, que ya hemos visto esto en el episodio anterior. El verde es para hablar con ella. Vale. In the house of the future. Vale, y ahora llamar a... Espera, Mansion Brown.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
Ese tío es Frankenstein, en serio, ¿eh? A ver, volvemos otra vez. Cabina telefónica del futuro.
Klondike 4...
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Could you get Emmett for me?
Oh, I would, Mr. Sagan, but I can't see the kid nowhere. In fact, the last time I saw him, he was with you.
Oh, yes, right. Hang on.
Conversation terminated.
Vale, ¿y si le digo que soy yo? ¿O si le digo hablar con Edna? Dios, tengo que hacer esto cada vez que quiera hablar. Madre mía.
Klondike Fort.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Un sujeto.
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Clothes off?
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Closeoff? Listen, kid, I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation.
Ah, Dios mío. A ver, otra vez. No, quieto. Ahí. Llamando.
Yeah?
La tía está todos los cojones de mí. A ver, Carl
It's
Sagan.
me.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan.
Hablar con
Can
Edna.
you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Oh, perfecto.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear, but it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh, yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Maldita sea, cómo utilizo el... Los planos.
I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
Demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
Oh, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young Comrade Smirnov, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumphing up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Pero no hables, idiota.
Is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me.
¡Usa el aparato!
So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Vale. A ver.
Well, we should probably get back.
Ok, creo que tengo que dejar la maceta allí.
Conversation.
Vale, entiendo. ¿No puedo grabar la conversación desde aquí directamente?
Nah.
Ah, maldita sea, tengo que grabar la conversación desde allí. No sé, pensé que con tenerle el cacharro encima ya estaba, pero no tenía ni idea de que podía meter este aquí. Vale, pongo la planta, la enciendo, grabo la conversación, la vuelvo a llamar. Perfecto, perfecto.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Ahí está, que no se vea el botón. Vale, ¿hay que encenderlo o algo?
I changed my mind. These don't look...
No. Maldita sea. Está perfectamente ahí. Fuck. A ver. Él va a ponerlo. Vamos. Así que tendría que
call me a
encenderlo o algo.
Snoop.
Vale, supongo que con que esté aquí puesto ya está, ¿no? Vale, listo. Vamos allá otra vez. Over and over again. Mr. Sagan. Vuelta adentro. Ticket. Welcome to the world tomorrow. Que sí, que sí. Que muy bonita la esta. Verde. Volvemos a llamar a Trixie. Trixie llama a Edna. Carl Sagan.
It's me.
¿Puedo hablar con Edna? Bien. Y ahora... la fiesta.
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep Parker.
Vale.
Yes, yes. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned
Porque
down all
incendiaste
those...
los bares
Why?
ilegales.
Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
Oh,
It
Dios
was
mío.
very revealing.
Está como una puta
Hang on.
cabra.
What?
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. Hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Vale, no se ha dado cuenta. Vamos a por esas flores. Go,
Next
go,
up
go.
on our roster,
Uh-oh.
a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Trixie. Detective.
Luego el tío este.
I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of porn stuff.
Ah,
Would you like to...
Yes.
Unfortunately...
It's a mysterious
que sí, que sí, que no quería clicar aquí.
biological
Vamos.
entity. Through
Hay que
diligent
coger
study
la
and
maceta.
countless hours of
Dispositivo de grabación.
I believe I have unlocked the secrets of this noble
know,
vegetable.
I don't
and
think
am
I ever
here to
asked you
present
why
my
you burned down all
discoveries
those
to our
speakeasies.
disbelieving
I think a
world.
lot of...
Las papeletas para liarla.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder.
It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Sí, por favor.
Does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes. Emmett's gotta be around here somewhere.
Esa es otra. ¿Dónde cojones está?
Thank you, Ernest. Do very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Y ya queda este y Emmett. Daniel Parker. Nada por aquí. ¿Puedo llevarme esto?
The amazing, pretty useful.
Vale, nada más por aquí. Está ella. Cabina de información. Vale, a ver si puedo quitar estos... voy yo a instalar el cacharro. Aquí ya hice todo lo que tenía que hacer. Y esta tía se debe estar escondiendo aquí arriba, seguro. En el episodio anterior no había nada aquí. Intenté subir y no había nadie. But now...
No one in here.
Vale, pues parece que no. Ok. ¿No puedo salir de aquí? ¿De la expo? No puedo salir de la expo. Ok, pensé que podría salir.
Come on, Emmett, where are you?
¿Dónde diablos está? En lo del agua no está. Controles.
Those look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish-brown hair.
Distracted look?
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Black.
Great, thanks.
Ya he mirado ahí, no está.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
Can I get a ride in that back? Nah, once.
Una vez es suficiente.
Oui?
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yeah.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff?
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
Vale. Poco más hay que hablar con este tío. Lo de las tartas. Quería coger una de las tartas. Nada, siempre que hablo con él siempre pasa lo mismo. Vale.
Hey, Artie. Emmett's in the glass house with Carl Sagan.
Then you found him. Oh, good.
It's not good. Sagan's...
Estupendo. Vale, vamos. Menos mal que tengo tickets infinitos.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett. Let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Spacious banquet hall.
No está mal pensado, la verdad. What? Really? Pues tengo que abrirla de arriba. Y ahora esta. Oh, Dios, un laberinto. Vale. Ahora que he movido esas dos. Esta de aquí. Ahora se puede mover esta. Vale. Y ahora esta de aquí. Claro, este es el problema de esta casa. Que cerramos. Vale. Y ahora... estaban aquí, ¿verdad? Creo que me han cerrado. No lo tengo muy claro. Espera. ¿Está aquí? No, esta no funciona porque
This is more complicated than it looks. When I moved that first wall, I opened one passage, but I blocked another.
Sí, me he dado cuenta de eso. A ver. Si cierro esta ahora... claro, he cerrado la roja. Pero ¿por qué no puedo mover esta? ¿Cuál es la que tengo que mover para...? Oh, shit.
Something's blocking it.
La amarilla, ¿no? La amarilla ya está abierta. ¿La azul? Es la azul. O sea que tengo que mover la azul. Ok, y la azul se mueve desde... Era esta, la azul. La que estaba aquí dentro. Aquí no hay nada. No, esa de ahí es verde. Quizá tengo que volver a cerrar esta. Vale, quizá era esto lo que estaba bloqueando. Sí, puede ser. Vale. Y ahora esta debería moverse. Perfecto. Ahí están. Tengo que encerrarles. No. No te lo bebas. Oh, mierda, cloroformo. Estupendo. Joder, ha caído cao. Es que es idiota. Vamos. El rojo lo está tapando, ¿no? Mierda. Rápido. Atrás. Vale, tengo que abrir el rojo. Eso es. Y ahora... Es que claro, estás en una habitación, quieres salir, la otra persona está en la otra habitación, te traba. Un caos. Vale, aunque si se deja la casa con una buena configuración desde el principio, pues ya estaría. ¿What? LOL, ok.
Emmett, Where did you take him now, Doc?
Joder, lo lleva arrastrando, no debe haberlo llevado muy
Next
lejos.
exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their... Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Solo porque sí. Mierda, y encima de que no está ese, nosotros nos... ¡Ah! El siguiente será Emmett. ¿Dónde estará el policía? ¿Seguirá buscando a la tía esa? Madre mía.
Hey, Artie. Did Emmett come through here with Carl Sagan?
I saw them come out of the Future Furnishings exhibit not too long ago. But no, they didn't leave the hall.
Ok, pues ya me imagino dónde están.
Excuse me, younger...
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left about a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch that.
Te ha cambiado el acento, tío.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop!
Emmett?
Help! I'm being attacked!
Sonny! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
Where did you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a belt.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
You're not...
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Que sera, sera.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Ah.
I ought to just go raise the bathysphere myself.
I don't think so.
Is this punk giving you trouble, Mr. Duteau?
Qué pesado. Oh, Dios, qué dolor de cabeza. Vale, vamos a dejarlo por aquí y a ver si en el siguiente episodio conseguimos sacarnos al capullo este. Oh, maldita sea. Nos vemos en el siguiente episodio. Alfa, corto y cierro.